everyone, and welcome to Crypto Angles podcast number 15, I believe we're on. So welcome. Over here, we combine astronomy with astrology, and we just observe how that could be impacting the crypto market just for fun. I am not a expert in any of this, and we use a calendar to kind of follow along. So this is the calendar, and it is available if you would like. So we are in July now, and those who don't know, it is available on Etsy. Digital and physical copies are available if you would like. So let's get into it. I know for a while I was saying I don't know whether I'm going to put it on YouTube or just keep it on my Patreon. So bear with me if I'm still deciding that, and if you happen to just see this on YouTube, because I'm kind of thinking to just keep it on my Patreon and on YouTube until the end of summer. Then I feel after that it will just be my Patreon. So I will say that at the beginning of every video, so people do know. Basically after September it's only going to be available on my Patreon. But anyway, let's get into it. We're going to go through what astrology transits are happening this week, which is from the 9th till the 15th. We'll be going through that, and then we'll touch base back into the technical analysis to see if it actually aligns with the zodiac story. So as you can see, what's happened recently anyway, oh dear, there you go. What's happened recently, we are on the 9th today, 9th of July 2023, and yesterday we had Pluto retrograding, entering back into Sagittarius. So that's interesting for me. Did I talk about that last week? I can't remember. I definitely says I'll talk about it again because it's happened yesterday. So what I'm kind of seeing here is Sagittarius is like more philosophical in nature. It does cover travel, it does cover like focus, direction, higher perspectives, and learning different things. So for example, Pluto has been in Sagittarius since 2006. Bitcoin come up 2012. There were probably seeds planted before it come up in 2012 anyway. So in essence, because we are focused just on currency in this podcast, it's like the whole world was learning a lot about crypto. Bitcoin come out, Bitcoin's rising, and moon, is it moon? So no, Bitcoin's sun sign is Sagittarius, sorry. So it's naturally showing you a different way where you've got to learn about it and learn all about blockchain technology, how to literally send a transaction on Bitcoin. We were learning it all whilst Pluto was in Sagittarius, and it has retrograded back into Sagittarius now. So what I'm kind of seeing is we are going to be learning our last leg of what crypto is in essence. In terms of the collective as a whole, we'll be learning our last leg, probably learning more things of what it can do and all that stuff before it begins to fully integrate within our society from 2024 and beyond. Okay, so crypto is still very new in life. It's still super new. So we've been learning about it since 2012, you know, and as this luminary is going back, we will be learning more about it. Yeah, we'll be learning more about it. And also this is telling me during this time, because crypto needs to continue to move in a certain direction to create that stability, this Sag energy will bring it to create that structure. Okay, so in order for it to create its stability when Pluto is actually in Capricorn, I'm basically saying the price needs to get rejected off. It needs to find its resistance, get rejected, and find its next official big support on like a weekly to a monthly time frame before it can proceed to the upside. Basically, you're gonna go get some more. So that's basically what I'm seeing with the whole Pluto energy. It has to finish off its structure. So it's like showing, Okay, because remember, we're still in a downward trend. The downward trend has not ended. We're only having a relief rally. Okay, so that's important. So it's within this relief rally, we need to find on the bigger scale another higher low. So in this time, Pluto's retrograding back into Sag. That's what it's going to be doing, as well as we as a whole will be learning about it more again. So if things pop up about learning about crypto or anything, now's the time. Or if that's been something you've wanted to do, learn more about it. And if things happen to pop up during this time, then now is the time, basically. So that's what I'm seeing with Pluto retrograding in Sagittarius. And as I says, retrogrades allow a going over, getting done what you've not got done. So this is why I'm seeing price is going to reach its next level of resistance, official resistance within this time, and also reach its next higher low, so its next support level. It could be slightly lower, but its next support within this whole structure, from now till the end of this year. So that's what I'm saying, people. We're going to go up, we're going to get rejected, and we're going to find our bottom between now and the end of next year on the larger scale. And obviously it's going to be choppy between that with the Pluto energy. So of course we are it's still setting up. I've not even checked on the charts, so we'll have a look when we actually go in. It's going to be like, oh wow, it's interesting. So last week anyway, I was seeing, okay, price may be working on finding its bottom, because we had a full moon on the 3rd on Monday in Sagittarius, and again, because it's this Sag energy, the way it would have structured, I'm seeing it's finding its bottom to continue its direction, because we've got the whole Sag energy there. So it should have actually found its bottom now. It may be picking up this no moon, new moon energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this energy is coming in. So I'm seeing if it's not finished, if it hasn't finished finding its structure, price, when we look in the technical analysis, I'm seeing it's definitely going to complete that by the beginning of this week, potentially, as it may be getting ready to pull up towards the no moon, new moon, before it gets rejected off its next level. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It could be upward momentum during this time. Even probably still here. This may even be quite weak, and it may just go a bit further, or it may just make price hover for a bit and then continue. But we'll see. That depends all on the technical analysis, because the price doesn't accurately just move between all the different moon phases, and that would be amazing if it did. But anyway, what am I seeing with this Mercury energy? Because that is all that's coming in this week, and Mercury being the messenger of money, so it is quite heavy in the crypto space, and it's touching base into Cancer. Now this one kind of, we're not experts out here. Says this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I just fell in love with the sky, and I'm like, wow. But when Mars was in Cancer a bit earlier, I think that was in May, I assumed, or I was thinking, oh, potentially, yeah, Mars in Cancer. I was thinking we're like going to be reaching highs in May going into June, because of Mars being in Cancer. It's kind of like our drive and our passion. I was seeing it moving towards things more sentimental in value. However, what I noticed in real life, should I say, what I noticed in my actual waking life was that I was definitely talking about more things. It's just like, no, this is what I want to do because I want to do this. Oh, wow. That's what I noticed. It's like things that was getting me more just like, yes, I'm going to do this, was based around things that was important to me. Yeah. That's what I noticed there. Now, obviously, Mercury, that was Mars being our drive and our passion. Now, Mercury is entering this sign. So, what is this telling me? And because I thought people would be like, doing things because they're focused on this Cancer energy with Mars. I thought maybe people would be starting to take profits from the market. Okay, so that's what I was thinking, because it's like, whoa, this is what's important to me. Now it's time to obviously take the profit. But I miscalculated. I misread the story, because obviously Mercury is the money, Mars is our drive and our passion, but Mercury is how we are going to exchange that. So are we going to take that exchange onto ourselves, or are we giving that exchange onto someone else? And now this Cancer energy has come back around. So because I've mentioned that, I'm definitely putting this on YouTube. I think I'm going to do it till September, but do let me know if you like the way I'm kind of explaining this and how this could be impacting the market. Please give me a thumbs up and a share. I'd really appreciate it. And drop the Cancer emoji in the comments. Yeah, please. Thank you. So anyway, what I'm seeing is Mercury now, the way we're getting ready to exchange our energy. We've recognized our drive and our passion for what is important to us, as Mars was in there recently. But now how we're going to actually exchange our energy. We are only exchanging our energy around things that are important to us, things that are based around the 4th house, because that's what Cancer fuels. So it's things that are important to us, sentimental to us. It's literally our home and our family, but I also see our body, our vessel, as our own home. So it's literally what is important to you as your own being. Okay, so if it's not important, you're not going to engage in that energy exchange. So for example, I'd turn around and say, if someone hasn't got the capacity to easily give me 100k a month when they're ready to like be serious, I'm not saying straight away, but if they've not got that capacity to like give me something, don't exchange your energy with me. You're wasting your time, because I see that I'm a valuable asset. You see what I'm saying? So don't waste your time if you can't give me anything. Because many people are trying to take so much of my energy, but they cannot even give me £10. So the bar's higher, 100k. All right. Otherwise, don't talk to me. Don't. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm seeing. So the way people will be ready to exchange their energy, exchange their energy. If it's not going to support them, to support their structure, to support their theos, what they are about, people aren't going to want to exchange in that. So what I'm kind of seeing in terms of crypto is that those who, or investors who are in it, it's part of many people's investment plan. So I am kind of seeing, I'm seeing movement. We'll look into the TA, of course, but I am seeing movement because people, oh, go on then, lovely. People have a home and structure or their own body to support. So the way they are going to exchange their energy will support their home and their structure. So when it comes to crypto, people, maybe even the whales, etc., maybe we'll see, because it's the whales who move the market the most. Maybe when they may be, moving the market more, because it's like, okay, I'm making sure my family and whatever is secure. So waves may start to move in the market. And as I says, the no moon, new moon price usually pulls upwards to it, so it can get rejected and come down. That is generally what happens. And I'm seeing the way we exchange energy, and of course we've got this Leo coming up next week, so I'm seeing movement. Like, I wasn't expecting it back in May, but I'm re-looking at the story and I'm seeing it makes sense. May, it was still setting up the structure for this bigger movement that's coming, and we do know when crypto moves, it moves quick and then it's done. It's just done. So it's not going to be for long, and I don't see, I'm not going to look in August right now, but I'm not seeing it I'm not seeing it move. Like, I'm not I'm not seeing it moving like forever for long in August, if you know what I mean. Like the end to the middle of the middle to the end of August, I don't see why it's not recovering and it's making its way back down. Definitely as we're reaching into September, so probably more the end of August. But movement needs to happen for that to be the case, you know. So we'll see. Let's take a look at the TA. If this made any sense by then, do let me know. Grab the calendar so you can follow along if you'd like. It's available. So BTC, Bitcoin, okay. What am I seeing here? It is still messy. As I said, I've not done a video yet explaining this yellow, and there is a blue or purple line under it, but you can't see it. This is Pluto and Mercury, and this burgundy berry line here is Uranus. Okay, so I've kept them on because Pluto and Mercury are the messengers, and Uranus comes about with electric change. And I'm going to do a video just kind of back testing and backdating how these show in the charts. We're backdated, but not now. Not now. That will be just a separate video. So keep an eye out for that. And will I put that on my Patreon? It's gonna be on my Patreon anyway, but if it will be available on my YouTube, I'm not sure. My Patreon people, those who are interested, it is only £8 a month, and there is a trading course available in there. So you've got access to a whole trading course, so you can learn the basics on how to do this. But like I said, I'm not an expert. I do have a mentor myself, and I don't mentor, but I have a mentor, and I can direct you further if you know. But those who don't want to be spending top boy, you know, prices just to know if they like something or not, there's a whole course available, monthly subscription, so the choice is yours. Okie dokie. What am I seeing here? Based on the 4 hour, straight away I'm not liking on the 4 hour how there's just like a gap and there's just nothing there. So what that is telling me, it's like there's nothing here, you know what I'm saying? However, if price comes down, could we get a little wick down to this area? Because, you know, this support, and then price could bounce off of this, or because if you look at the RSI, it's either going to get rejected off literally this little zone it's at, or it's going to push through. So this literally could be its official support before it goes to the next leg. I'm liking how these have crossed. If you notice, that's my 200 moving average I started to draw. I do like how there has been an angel cross. Yay, angel cross. As I said, my mentor calls his a wolf cross, and Coins Kid calls his like by on the beach signal or something like that. So this is an angel cross happening right here with the celestial luminaries in the sky. Oh, and it's crossed over Uranus. You see, this is why I do want to backtest. Like, it's crossed over Uranus, so I don't know if Uranus has to cross over it, or no, Uranus has crossed over Pluto and that, and I believe this has to be above it. So price could come down quite easily, or it could push through and break up. Let's just take a sneak peek at the hour just to see what it's doing. And again, okay, so price is under the 200 moving average, but that did push it up. This was the whole Titanic submarine nonsense. Yep, when that went down, Bitcoin went up, and it was following the 200 moving average. It is under it right now, which I don't really like, but it is being supported by Pluto and Mercury, so it could well just hold that support on the 1 hour. We are already over the RSI up here. We are above the 50, and as you can see on the hour, it's looking ready to continue up. So I am more inclined to say it's probably just hovering, and this is its new support here. and obviously a bit more over with this laptop's just not doing it. It's just not doing it because I record weekly. I need to remove the videos weekly, otherwise it just, I never delete the space. You see what I'm trying to say? And I've got so much to do, but that's kind of what I'm seeing there. It could be supported from it, and that could bounce up because of where the RSI, meaning as we're moving into this no moon energy, is going to get ready to pull up. But it wouldn't surprise me if it comes and back test this area, basically coming back to Uranus. That would be okay for me too, because on the 4 hour it's just coming a little bit closer to the moving averages, and it's showing a bit more of a support for continuation instead of just it just creates a better structure instead of all of this empty air. So yes, but it does look like it's getting ready to go up personally. Let's take a look at the daily to see if overall on the daily if it needs to go up or down, and then we'll move on to XRP. Let me not say hizzy in it. Let's just not say it today, Kelita. Right. Okay. Alright, so what I'm seeing here, we are having a beautiful angel cross right there with the 200 moving averages and with Pluto and Mercury. And as I said last week, this I'm feeling will continue on this white weird line. So I'm not going to get rid of that. I want to see if it actually continues. Like, I wanted to redo my charts, especially when I'm like recording to back test all of the luminary positions, which is this indicator right here. So I may just do it on a new chart, because I want to leave these lines to see if it's actually going to follow it. And then of course I drew this white line here as the 200 moving average on the daily, and that's it for the 4 hour. So we're getting this lovely cross. Let's open this. We're getting such a lovely cross, and it hasn't crossed fully yet. It's like on the tip. So this is crossing. That alone could send the price up, because not usually that it has the power and the momentum to do that. Like once it crosses, it's like it's getting ready to go up. But you see how we've had like a touch here, touch again. I don't know what it's gonna do. Like, is it going to hover down to touch it again before going up? This trend line, because we touched it 1, 2, 3, or would that be the last of it? Not entirely sure, because it also, there's not the biggest amount of trading volume here neither. Like, look, it's like that, a little bit here, and then we're here again in this cluster. So clearly 31 again is a goal we need to get over. And you see, because Uranus is hovering here, it's not going to surprise me once this crosses over if Bitcoin has its little spike up to become supported by Uranus. That again wouldn't surprise me, even if we're having a wick down to create this structural support, and then go on up and be pulled into the new moon, like, yeah, about here ish, that will come above the 30, which it needs, the 31, which it needs to break above, and then get supported by that as it's created its nice wolf cross. See what I'm saying? And then this really is gonna come along like this, cross the 200, probably about here, and then I don't know, July next year, cross it. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see. Let's get on to XRP and start to wrap it up. Before everyone wakes up. I had so much technical difficulties as well with my weekly energetic update that comes out on Thursday. So you're going to get 2 videos coming out today. you're gonna get two. I have to edit the other one. No, well, not edit. I had to literally record in 2 parts. So all I have to do is put it together because I do it on one take. But that just takes time because of the data. So I'll try and do it before everyone gets up. But there's going to be 2 videos out today. I don't know what's gonna be first. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, XRP. XRP. Right, what I'm seeing automatically here is a similar structure to Bitcoin, but it's like Bitcoin has managed to jump up. So, you know, when I says, oh wow, Bitcoin's price, like the prices seem to it's getting supported by the Pluto and Mercury, their moving averages, and then it's like what happened was we then had a jump up, didn't we? And then it's kind of away. I'm talking about Bitcoin, XRP in comparison to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was getting supported by this price just like XRP, and then it jumped up and it's now away from the price and Bitcoin is ready to have its cross on the daily. So XRP still needs to have this cross, but it's also yet to bounce off like Bitcoin has done. So what is this telling me straight away? It's telling me price right now is on a support. It is right now hovering on a support, and just below it is Pluto and Mercury anyway, which is getting ready to support it. And of course we are entering, it has been a new moon, so the full moon is going to appear here. It's been finding its bottom, so this is, and I'll confidently say, the local bottom. I'm not going to change it because my laptop's not going to handle it, but the full moon would just pop up here, and that's going to show us that this is the local bottom. So this is the support, so I'm ready for it to bounce off here now. Oh gosh, but looking on the daily, looking at the RSI, I'm seeing a slight curve. So I'm not happy about that. So it may not have finished its downward support and downward structure as of yet. So if there is a little bit of downward momentum, I'm seeing that as normal. Yeah, I'm seeing that as normal, really. Even if it's the beginning of this week, so Monday, we're touching base, we're finding some support first, you know what I'm saying, before the new moon energy picks up and it's pulling price up. So again, this would make sense then if we do have a little double bottom now. So is XRP gonna dip down and dip round about to the 40 mark, find its support on there, or is it going to get lower? Are we going to get quite a lower dip and a possible wick down actually to, I don't know, 45, because that's also okay. It is still higher than the lowest high. It's still higher than the lowest high, so that's good. And it's finding support of not only the 45 cents region, but also Pluto and Mercury. Yes, that's what I'm seeing there. Potential downward momentum for the beginning of this week, and last week I did say, hey, I'm calling movement next week. So we'll see, but I'm seeing potential downward movement for XRP, potentially at the potentially at the beginning of this week. Oh dear, careful. To 45, maybe a wick to 44 cents. Careful, darling. Before potentially going up. So let's take a peep on the 4 hour to see what it's saying. Okay, so on the 4 hour, it's showing to me on the by the 50 that it was quite low on the 4 hour, so it may not get lower again. It seems like that was its double, or we've got a triple bottom here, kind of like that coil. Didn't I say, is it going to coil up? Look at this. Where was I last week? People, if you're watching this video, share the video, because is this not happening? I'm getting a little gassed because I'm like, wow, it's unfolding before my eyes. Oh, you've eaten them all. Why you like strawberries? But look at this price, a little fake out here, but we're getting rejected off this triangle. And it's interesting because I drew the triangle all the way here before. I was like, nah, that's too long, fam. And I was like, something by next week. So it's going to be interesting. On the 4 hour, if price, it looks like it's ready to go upwards, which is good because that would cause price to go up and kind of find its support off Pluto and Mercury instead of being underneath it. So I would like price to get above it. So to get to 48 cents, that would be good. But if it's getting to 48 cents, I'm basically seeing it coiling up this week. So yes, darling. Oh, okay, hold on, I'll get it for you. I'm almost finished here. So yeah, no, I have to finish this, sweetheart, because I can't pause it. I'm almost done. So as you can hear, my daughter would like some more strawberries. So let me finish off here. So that is what I'm seeing there. Hold on, love. That's what I'm seeing there. Like price, literally, it's either going to get pushed down by Mercury, find its support just here, and then continue up. But really, I am seeing this triangle, and I'm seeing it kind of, price may just jump up in it, coil up, and then spew itself out to break past this 55 cents range. I need to, sweetheart, I need to finish this first. I'm almost finished and then I'll get it. Okay, I'm jumping onto the last part now, which is the DXY, and then I'm gonna do this super fast because my daughter needs my attention. DXY, hold on, love. Oh, and look at this. Okay, come on, sit on my lap, and then I'm almost done. And the DXY, again, it seems to be doing, we'll stay on the 4 hour for this because we can see, seems to be doing what I kind of anticipated it's going to do. It got rejected off this zone, didn't reach the higher one. It's kind of like going step by step now. So it has fallen quite a bit. So it may, when the markets open later today, it may retrace, have a little bit of retracement, meaning the other pairs could go down. So because this has dropped so hard, it's kind of like, oh, it does need to pull back. Let's actually take a look at the candle because that will tell us if it's going to pull back or not. Yep, so it needs to retrace because it has just fallen, and even if it's only going to retrace just to some fluff, just to like 102, as you can see here, like get retraced so it can be rejected off Pluto and Mercury potentially. Oh yes, there was a fluff in my hair. Or it could, Mommy, this was just a line that I drew, this pink line, but price could even retest this zone here, could retest the 103 from the 102 and get rejected again before coming back down to this level. We'll stick to this level for now because it needs to reach there, and then we'll see what happens. But ultimately, that's its next leg down. And as I said, when it's ready to be making this leg down, that's when crypto is making its way up. So just with Bitcoin and XRP, there is a tiny bit of room for a little bit of a downward momentum. So if that happens when tonight opens, that's just because this price is just retracing, and that's normal. But as I said, both also seem primed and ready for continuation to the upside, as Mercury, the messenger, is getting ready to exchange its energy in a way that's actually going to benefit and support its structure and its home and itself. Okay, so I'm seeing crypto XRP, once it's done this little backward movement it needs to do, and this is doing its little upward movement, but once this has done its retracement and it's ready to come down, that's when I'm seeing the end of this week, potentially crypto's starting to move, and more movement into the following week. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. That's what I'm seeing. Just like, if it's going down the opposite way here, that's okay. but as it's pulling up to this no moon, new moon, okay, the US dollar's going down kind of the end of this week. So I'm seeing crypto, gold, the pound, etc. potentially moving up. So it's going to be interesting how the market's set up on Monday. I'm going to particularly take a look at how it's set up. And yeah, see how the week goes. But if this made sense, do let me know. If you are interested in potentially or would like to join my Patreon, again, let me know. Reach out to me. The link is all in the description. If you would like to grab a calendar, feel free. If you are a Patreon member, you do get 30% discount. So the choice is yours again. And I am offering personal readings as well, birth chart readings. I have done an example of XRP. It will be in the description. So again, if you'd like that, let me know. It is currently 50% off for the whole of summer as well. So till the end of September. So it's only £10. Yeah, and of course, after summer, if you are a Patreon member, then you can have a reading at a discount too. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. I hope it made sense. Please help the algorithm, help me. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for the regulars. Thank you for watching these. It means so much to me that you value my perspective on how I see these. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you anyway, and I'll see you next week for Crypto Angles podcast number 16. Damn, are we on the 16th one? But anyway, I'll catch you next time. Angel out. Bye. Yes, bye-bye.